Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Will take over first and
10. A first down for the offense. Give to the running back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Sends it downfield. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up third down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Bridges. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Canes want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want...
Flying down the right side. He's at the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. From the gun. Give on the inside. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Got enough for the 1st. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Bulls his way forward. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's going for a big play downfield. And they will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Maryland. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
On the play. Third down.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
14, Miami, 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 15. Afterburner's coming. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, Not dirty, not cheap shots, but ending plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's still 3rd and goal. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And they're able to get him down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. The option look. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Going for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Can't get him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try the left side. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The back goes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And into the end zone. Touchdown Tide! 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. It's a flea flicker. Oh, he wants it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, they went flea flicker, hoping to catch the defense off guard. I got to be honest, David. I don't think the defense was fooled. It was almost as if they were expecting that play. There was nowhere to go with the ball.
And you're trying to make the big play. And you're trying to capitalize on momentum and trying to create something and hit the home run. But you're right. Nice job staying disciplined. You could tell when the running back took the football, he didn't want to run the football. You could tell he was flipping it back. Nice job by the secondary, forcing the incompletion.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback extends the play. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
On the move. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Canes!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like...
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. It's complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. He's going to bring it out from deep. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process, and now once you get in the 2nd...
And that pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Bama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. PAT unit on the field.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Wyoming. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. A run for the quarterback. Kept it and he's past the marker. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I'll tell you what, dude. In today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Bridges. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even...
Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Back open in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now the play fake. Avoids pressure. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Fires left. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Coming after it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Now he's looking into the middle. He's got it. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the run. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Feeling some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
He's off to the races. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
1st down for this offense. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Now, 42, Miami, 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. Running toward the tape. Touchdown Hurricanes. And once he got loose, it was all over. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by 9 to North Texas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give to the back. Smashes through. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown time! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Tosses it back. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Got some room to run. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Listen, you're trying to create a spark. I get it. I want to run these every so often, and I practice these in practice. And by God, if I practice them, I'm going to use them and try to take a shot. It didn't work, but I do like the play call on the offense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. power football with the run. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the Canes have a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box, so that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. I guess they wanted a little window dressing on that one. They knocked through the field goal, put a 3 spot on the board. Not nearly enough, and this one is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team.